I need to go across at this point to my colleague Suyash, who joins us live from the newsroom to tell us about what's happening in the markets today. Suyash, to even say that it's been a volatile day for the stock markets would be a gross understatement. The kind of bloodbath we saw on Dalal Street earlier today hadn't been seen since COVID days. While there has been some recovery, some sort of rally in the latter half of the day, give us a sense of what spooked the market so much.
I think it would not be an overstatement to call today's session a bloodbath. And, to kind of justify that claim, let me put out a couple of numbers out there. In just a single session, investors today lost about 30 lakh crore, worth of market cap in just a single session. And, in just one session, Nifty has essentially wiped out all the gains that came its way in 2024. In the first 5 months, whatever we gained, we have lost that today. So clearly, certainly, bloodbath in the street. And it was a unilateral sort of profit booking that took place. Look at the headline numbers. Both headliners, Sensex and Nifty, were down about 6%. But the broader markets, the bloodbath over there was much worse. I think for the context of viewers, it is very important to understand that 95% of the Indian markets is small caps, and that particular pocket of the market was the worst rate. It fell about 8%, and India VIX, as you rightly mentioned, the gauge of how uncertain the market is or how much volatile it could be, perhaps in the next 30 days, spiked by about 24%. I mean, those are big numbers, historic numbers. That's the biggest jump in India VIX in, I think, since the time of COVID. And, all the sectors and the themes that one was betting on, such as your railways, PSU banks, PSU, all of their respective indices corrected by about 15%, and stocks fell from somewhere around 10 to 16%. So clearly, to call it bloodbath won't be an understatement, Neha.
So Yash, let me ask you another question before we let you go. Given how the numbers are stacked currently, it does look like the BJP is going to need the support of its alliance partners to form the next government, something that wasn't the case in the last 2 elections. What do you think that means for the BJP's economic reform agenda? Would that be a matter of huge concern for the markets and India Inc.?
Yes, I think you raise a very good point over here. What happens when budget is there, the final budget, a month after? I think the reallocation of funds, the reallocation of budget, the expectation was there would be about a 6 lakh crore worth of allocation that would go towards defense, about 8 to 10 lakh crore towards infrastructure. If there is no clear mandate, what happens to that? How much, lower that number would be for? I think that's what the market is worried about, and that's why we saw profit booking taking place across these themes, which BJP was vouching for. Your infrastructure, railway, defense, all of them crashed, and stocks corrected by about 15-16%, essentially wiping out all that they gained in the last 15-20 days. And again, the exit polls, we have mentioned it earlier also, they are not exact polls. When they came out about yesterday, the market was before that expecting the final tally for the NDA government to come around 300 to 330, and that was already factored in prices. But exit polls indicated that it could be somewhere around 350 marks. Even 3 were suggesting it could perhaps cross 400, and that's why we saw almost a unilateral rally yesterday. But once the final happened, the counting day, and the number looks much below what the street was expecting. We have seen a massive drawdown, especially in the areas where BJP government was expected to come with economic reforms.